In this video, we are going to solve. It's October-November 2020 of your O-Level Add Maths. Course code is 4037. It's paper 2 and it's variant 2. So let's start. It's question number 1 from the topic quadratic equation. So we need to solve the inequality. So when we multiply the bracket, so it will be x square minus 10x minus 8x and minus plus 80 should be greater than 35. If you shift 35, so it will be x square minus 18x plus 80 minus 35 should be greater than 0. After that it will be x square minus 18x plus 45 is greater than 0. We need to solve it by middle term. So the middle term we have is x square minus 15x minus 3x plus 45 greater than 0, taking common x. Inside the bracket x minus 15, taking common 3 inside the bracket x minus 15 greater than 0. We have x minus 15 taking common, so it will be x minus 15 and the leftover part is x minus 3 greater than 0. So if I roughly sketch it, so the values of x are positive 3 and 15 and we have a curve like this, right? Since it's greater than, that means we need to observe those value that lies outside the curve, right? So for outside the curve, the value of x should be lesser than 3 or it should be greater than 15. So that is your answer. In question number 2, it says find the value of x is that 4x plus 1 divided by 2 power x minus 1 equals to 32 power x upon 3 into 8 into 1 power 1 upon 3. So first thing, it says 4 to the power x plus 1. So what is 4? 4 is basically 2 square divided by, in the denominator I have 2x minus 1 equals to 32 is what? It's 2 to the power 5 and whole power is x upon 3 times 8 is what? 2 power 3 and whole power 1 upon 3. Alright. Now we need to multiply the power, so it will be 2 power 2x plus 2 divided by 2 power x minus 1 equals to 2 power 5x upon 3 multiplied 3 and 3 cancel, so it is only 2. Alright, so we have same basis. So on the left side it will be 2 power 2x plus 2. When you shift your power in the numerator, so that will be change in sign. So it will be minus x plus 1 is equals to 2. Here you have same basis and 2 with the power 1. So same basis when they are multiplying means that we need to add their powers. Alright. On both sides of the equation we have same basis, that is 2. Now we can equate powers. Alright, so I'm going to equate the powers, so that will be 2x plus 2 minus x plus 1 equals to 5x upon 3 plus 1. So plus 1 and plus 1 cancels, so it will be 2x minus x is x plus 2 equals to 5x upon 3 cross multiply. 3x plus 6 equals to 5x. We can shift 3x on the right side, so it will be 5x minus 3x, it's 2x and x equals to 6 upon 2, that is 3. Question number 3 from the topic coordinate geometry. It says find the equation of perpendicular bisector. So that word is very important, perpendicular and bisector. Of the line joining the points, the coordinates we have is 12 and 1 and 4 comma 3. Give your answer in the form of y equals to mx plus c. So firstly what I will do, I will substitute the variables x1 y1 and x2 y2. Alright. So firstly I need to find out the midpoint. The working formula for midpoint is x1 plus x2 divided by 2 comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So now I need to place the value. So x1 is 12, x2 is 4 divided by 2 comma y1 is 1, y2 is 3 divided by 2. So it will be 12 plus 4 16 divided by 2 8, 1 plus 3 4 divided by 2, it's 2, right? After midpoint we need to find out gradient, and the working formula for gradient is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So the values we have is y2 is 3 minus 1 divided by 4 minus 12 minus 1, it will be 2, and 4 minus 12 it will be minus 8. So that is equals to minus 1 divided by 4. Alright. The given condition of perpendicular is m1 times m2 equals to minus 1. The value of m1 we have, it's minus 1 upon 4 times m2 equals to minus 1. Minus minus cancel, and the gradient for the required line is 4. Now the working formula to find out the equation is y minus y1 equals to m x minus x1, right? And the coordinates we found it's 8 comma 2. So I will place the value y minus y1 is 2 equals to m is 4, x minus x1 is 8. Now I need to multiply, so y minus 2 equals to 4x minus 8 4s are 32, and y equals to 4x minus 2 on the right side, it will be plus 2. So minus 32 plus 2, it's minus 30, and that is your answer. After that, it's part B. The perpendicular bisector cuts the axis at point A and B. Find the length of A and B. Alright. So axis means that it talks about both x and y axis. So I suppose that A cuts on x axis, that means its y coordinate is 0, and B cuts on y axis, that means its x coordinate is 0, right? That is my supposition. You can swap it, it does not matter. So the line of AB, the equation of AB we had find in the previous part, it's y equals to 4x minus 30, right? For coordinates of A, that means the value of y is 0. So when I place y 0, it will be 4x minus 30, and if you solve it, it will be 30 equals to 4x, x equals to 30 divided by 4, that means 15 divided by 2 equals to x. The coordinates of A we have, it's 15 divided by 2 comma 0. Similarly for B, I will do the same. So the coordinates of B we have it 0 comma y, that means we need to place x equals to 0. So the line we have it's y equals to 4x is 0 minus 30, so y equals to minus 30, and the coordinates of B is 0 comma minus 30. To find out the length, we have working formula that distance of AB is equals to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Now I will place the values here. So the value of x1, I'm picking A as x1 y1 and B as x2 y2, alright. So x2 is 0 minus x1 is 15 divided by 2 whole square plus y2 it's minus 30 and y1 is 0 whole square. So 0 minus 15 upon 2 it's minus 15 upon 2 whole square plus minus 30 minus 0 minus 30 whole square. I have solved the value with the help of calculator, right? I have divided these two and square it, and I will find out the square of minus 30, so it's 900. Add them together, and then I will find out the root of 956.25, and that is equals to 30.9. That is the length of AB, and that is our final answer. Next question number 4 from the topic logs. We have two equations, we need to solve them simultaneously. So the first equation we have log 3 of x plus y equals to 2. If we need to convert log form into index form, we need to shift 3 on the right side, so that will be equals to x plus y equals to 3 power 2, and you can say that x plus y equals to 9. That is my first equation. For next equation I will do is 2 log 3 of x plus 1 equals to log 3 of y plus 2. The property of log is that it can shift the coefficient as a power. So I will apply the property, so that will be log 3 of x plus 1 whole square equals to log 3 of y plus 2. On both sides we have log 3 and log 3, so it cancels. So the leftover part is x plus 1 whole square equals to y plus 2. And now I can expand the identity, so that will be x square plus 2x plus 1 equals to y plus 2. From equation number 1, if I make y the subject, so it will be y equals to 9 minus x, right? This x, when you shift on the right side, it will be 9 minus x. And now I will use the value of y here. So now it will be x square plus 2x plus y equals to, instead of y, it's 9 minus x, and the leftover is plus 2. So the benefit is now we have only one unknown in that equation which we can find out. So it will be x square plus 2x plus 1 equals to 9 plus 2, it's 11 minus x. X square plus 2x, if this minus x shift on the left side, it will be plus x plus 1, and this plus 11, when you shift on the left side, it will be minus 11 equals to 0. So I have arranged my equation. So now it will be x square plus 3x minus 10 equals to 0, right? So that is a quadratic equation. We need to solve it by middle term. So it will be x square plus 5x minus 2x minus 10 equals to 0. X plus 5 common, minus 2 x plus 5 equals to 0. We have x plus 5, so taking common x plus 5. So the leftover part is x minus 2 equals to 0. Equate both of the brackets with 0. So it will be x plus 5 equals to 0, x minus 2 equals to 0. So x equals to negative 5 and x equals to positive 2. Right? These are the two values of x. We can use these values to find out the values of y. So y is equals to 9 minus x when x is equals to negative 5. So y equals to 9 minus x is minus 5. So y is equals to 9 plus 5 equals to 14. So the first value we got is when x is minus 5, y is 14. That is my first answer. For second one, y is equals to 9 minus and x is 2. So y is equals to 7. So when x is 2, y is 7. We got two values of x and y, but the final answer is 2 comma 7. The reason is that if you observe the question, so it's 2 log 3 of x plus 1, right? And if I need to highlight this part, so I'm talking about this part, right? This part I've written here. And the reason is when I place the value of x here, that is negative 5, so it will be 2 log 3 minus 5 plus 1. So minus 5 plus 1 leads to negative 4, and log of negative 4 is not possible. So therefore there is no solution of the values minus 5 and 4. So we are going to reject these two values, right? And the final answer is 2 comma 7. It's question number 5. It says that find the equation of tangent to the curve y equals to x cube minus 6x squared plus 3x plus 10 at the point where x is equals to 1. So firstly we need to find out the gradient, right? And for gradient we need to derivate the equation. So the equation we have, it's y equals to x cube minus 6x squared plus 3x plus 10. So if we derivate the equation dy by dx, so the derivative will be 3x square minus 12x plus 3, right? We have the value of x, so I'm going to place the value. So dy by dx at x equals to 1. So instead of x, I will place its value, that is 1 square minus 12, x is 1 plus 3. So now it will be equals to 3 minus 12 plus 3. 3 plus 3, 6 minus 12 leads to minus 6, right? That is your gradient. So we need to find out the equation of tangent, and we can find it by using the working formula y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1, right? For that part, we need to find out the value of y1, right? To find the value of y1, again I'm going to write down the equation y equals to x cube minus 6x squared plus 3x plus 10. And in that equation I'm going to place the value of x, that is equals to 1. So y equals to 1 minus 6 plus 3 plus 10. Alright. So 1 minus 6 minus 5 plus 3 minus 2 and minus 2 plus 10, it is positive 8. So that is your value of y1. Now I'm going to place the value. So y minus y1 is 8 equals to m. We had find out, that is equals to negative 6. X minus x1 is 1. So y minus 8 equals to negative 6x, positive 6. Y plus 6x, this minus 6x on the left side, positive 6x equals to 6. Minus 8 on the right side, it will be positive 8. So y plus 6x equals to 8 plus 6, it's 14. That is your answer. In your next part, it says find the coordinates of the point where this tangent meets the curve again. So such type of questions, that means we need to apply the simultaneous equation, right? And how we are going to do that? So the first equation we have, it's y is equals to x cube minus 6x square plus 3x plus 10. and the equation of tangent we had find out is y equals to 14 minus 6x. If I shift 6x on the right side, it will be 14 minus 6x, right? On both sides of the equation we have y, so now I can equate these two equations. So that will be x cube minus 6x square plus 3x plus 10 equals to 14 minus 6x. I need to arrange that equation. So x cube minus 6x square plus 3x and minus 6x, when shift on the left side, it will be plus 6x plus 10 plus 14 on the left side, minus 14 equals to 0. So now it will be x cube minus 6x square plus 9x, 10 minus 14, it's minus 4 equals to 0. We need to solve this equation, and that part, after that part, it is the topic of remainder factor, right? That is a topic. So we need to find out the value of x at which this equation equals to 0, or we need to find out the factor of this equation. So at x equals to 1. So when x is 1, it will be 1 minus 6 plus 9 minus 4. 1 minus 6, it's minus 5, and 9 minus 4, it's plus 5. So that is equals to 0. It means that we have a factor that is x equals to 1. And now I'm going to apply the synthetic division to solve the cubical equation. The coefficient of x cube we have, it's 1. The coefficient of x square is minus 6. The coefficient of x is 9. And the constant is negative 4, right? So the factor we had find out, it's 1. And to solve synthetic division, the first number comes as it is, that is 1. Now we need to solve it, and the method to solve it is 1 multiplies with 1 equals to 1 minus 6 plus 1, it's minus 5. Again 1 multiplies with minus 5, it's minus 5, 9 minus 5, it's 4. And again 1 multiplies with 4 equals to positive 4, minus 4 plus 4, it's 0. And now we have a very quadratic equation, that is the coefficient of x square is 1, x square minus 5x plus 4 equals to 0. That is the coefficients of my quadratic equation, right? The first one is x square, this one is for the x, and this is a constant. Now we have an equation x square minus 5x plus 4 equals to 0. We need to solve it, and that will be x square minus 4x minus x plus 4 equals to 0. Taking common, that is x, inside the bracket x minus 4. Taking common, that is 1 inside the bracket x minus 4 equals to 0. Now we have x minus 4 and x minus 4 taking common here, so that is x minus 4, and the leftover part is x minus 1 equals to 0. Alright, now you have two brackets, you need to equate them individually. So x minus 4 equals to 0 and x minus 1 equals to 0. So x equals to 4 and x equals to 1. In the question it says find the coordinates of the point where the tangent meets the curve again, right? So the x is equals to 1 value is already given in the question, right? So that means now the value we are going to apply, it's 4, right? So we need to find the value of y at x is equals to 4. So the equation we have, it's y is equals to 14 minus 6x. That is the equation of tangent we had find out, right? So the value of x we are going to place, it's 4, right? So now it will be equals to 14 minus 6 times 4. So it's 14 minus 6 4s are 24 leads to minus 10. So the final answer, it's 1 comma minus 10. That is the point where the tangent meets the curve again. Question number 6 from the topic integration. It says find the exact value of integral of 2 to 4 x plus 1 square divided by x square dx. So firstly I need to solve the numerator. That is an algebraic identity of a square plus 2ab plus b square divided by x square and its dx, right? So now I will do the separation of LCM. So it will be x square divided by x square plus 2x divided by x square plus 1 divided by x square and its dx, right? So now it is equals to 1 plus x and x square cancels, right? X and x square. So it is equals to 2 upon x plus 1 upon x square, and it's dx with the sign of integration. We did not integrate it. Now if I simplify it further, so that will be integral of 2 to 4. It's 1 plus 2 divided by x plus x to the power minus 2 dx, right? Now the function is ready to integrate, and now I will start integration with the first term, that is 1. The integral of 1 is x plus 2. The integral of 1 upon x, it will be ln x, plus here it will be integral of x power minus 2, it's minus 2 plus 1 divided by whole power, that is equals to minus 1, and we have the limits from 2 till 4, right? So if I simplify it, so it's x plus 2 ln x minus x to the power minus 1, 2 and 4 limits, and I can simplify it further, x plus 2 ln x minus 1 divided by x with the limits of 2 and 4. And after that I will place the limits here. So the upper limit is 4 plus 2 ln 4 minus 1 upon 4, that is my upper limit, minus lower limit is what? 2 plus 2 ln 2 minus 1 upon 2. Further I can simplify it, that 4 minus 1 upon 4 plus 2 ln 4 minus 2 ln 2 and plus 1 upon 2. Alright, now we need to simplify it. So I will write all the numbers on the same side. So it's 4 minus 1 upon 4 minus 2 plus 1 upon 2, and the ln terms are together. So it's 2 ln. Now it says 4, so it's 4 means what? It's 2 square, right? And it's minus 2 ln 2. So now it will be equals to, if I take LCM here, so LCM is 4. So it will be 4 4 are 16 minus 1 minus, here it is 1 into 4 and 2 4s are 8 plus 2 2s and it's 2, plus you can apply the property here, so that will be 4 ln 2 minus 2 ln 2. Alright, so it will be 16 minus 1, it's 15, 15 minus 8, it's 7, 7 plus 2, it's 9 upon 4, plus 4 minus 2, it's 2 ln 2, and that is your answer. Question number 7 from the topic series. It says a geometric progression has a first term of 3, that means we have the value of a, it's 3, and a second term is 2.4, so I can say that T2 is 2.4. For this progression, find the sum of the first 8 terms. So first thing we need to find out the value of r, and r is what? Ratio of second term divided by first term, right? So that is equals to 0.8. Now we need to apply the working formula, which says that sum of numbers equals to a 1 minus r to the power n divided by 1 minus r. We need to place the values here. So we are looking for sum of first 8 terms. So n is 8. A is what? A is 3. 1 minus r is what? R is 0.8. The value of n is 8 divided by 1 minus r is 0.8. So after solving, you will get S8 is equals to 12.48, that is approximately equals to 12.5. So that is your first part answer. After that, it says you need to find the sum of infinity. So the working formula is sum of infinity is a divided by 1 minus r. Alright, so the value of a we have, it's 3 divided by 1 minus r is 0.8. So when you simplify, it is equals to 15. That is your part B answer. Part C, the least number of terms for which the sum is greater than 95% of the sum to infinity. So in general, it says that sum of numbers is greater than 95% of sum of infinity, right? Now I'm going to apply the working formula of sum of numbers. So it is this working formula, right? A 1 minus r power n divided by 1 minus r. So the value of a we have, it's 3. 1 minus r is 0.8. The value of n is unknown. Divided by 1 minus 0.8 is greater than 95%, means 0.95, and sum to infinity we had find out in the previous part, and that is equals to 15. Now we need to solve this equation. So it will be 3 1 minus 0.8 power n. In the denominator it's 0.2 times 0.95 times 15 is equals to 14.25. Now I need to solve this equation. So after solving and arranging the equation, I have come up with this step. 0.8 to the power n should be lesser than 0.05. Now I need to apply log on both sides. So that will be equals to log of 0.05 and it's log of 0.8 to the power n. The benefit to apply log is now I can extract n in the at the coefficient, so it will be n log 0.8 and it's log of 0.05. So we need to divide. If we find out the values of log, so 0.05 log it is equals to minus 1.30 greater than n, and the value of 0.8 log it is equals to minus 0.096, right? So we need to change the sign of all the equation. So it will be 1.30. Here you have sign of greater than, so this sign will change and it will be in this direction, and now we have n times 0.096. So the value of n it will be 1.30 divided by 0.096. So n is greater than 13.54. That means the least value of n is 14, and that is your answer. It's question number 8 from the topic trigonometry. It says, given that the area of a triangle is 5.5, find the exact length of AC. Write your answer in the form of a plus b root 3. Alright. The working formula to find out the area is equals to 1 upon 2 lengths multiply the angle between them. Alright. So in my case the area is 5.5 equals to 1 upon 2. The first length we have, it's 2 under root 3 plus 1. The second length we have, it's AC, and the working formula is sine 30. Alright. Now we need to simplify it. So 5.5 times 2, that is equals to 11, is equals to 2 under root 3 plus 1 AC, and sine 30, that is equals to 1 divided by 2. Alright. So that 2, when you shift on the right side, left side, it will be multiplied with 11. So it is equals to 22 equals to 2 under root 3 plus 1 times AC. We need to find out the value of AC. So now it will be 22 divided by 2 under root 3 plus 1 equals to AC. Since we cannot use calculator, so we need to apply rationalizing here, and that means we need to multiply with the denominator. So it will be 22 divided by 2 root 3 plus 1. For rationalizing, it will be 2 root 3 minus 1 divided by 2 root 3 minus 1, and on the right side we have a value of AC. Alright. After that, I'm just continue with right here. So AC is equals to, now we need to multiply these two, right? So if you multiply in the numerator, it will be 22 times 2 root 3 minus 1. In the denominator, it will be 2 root 3 plus 1 and 2 root 3 minus 1. Alright. So in the numerator, it will be 22 times 2 root 3. It's 44 root 3 minus 22. In the denominator, that is an identity of a plus b and a minus b, which is equals to a square minus b square. The value of a we have, it's 2 root 3, and the value of b is 1. So now in the numerator, it will be 44 under root 3 minus 22. In the denominator, it will be 2 square is 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 minus 1, right? So in the numerator, if I can take 11 common, so it will be 4 under root 3 minus 2 divided by, in the denominator we have 12, so 11 and 11 cancel. So the leftover answer is 4 under root 3 minus 2. You can equate your answer with the given value, that is b root 3 plus a. So we can conclude that the value of A is -2 and the value of B is 4. These are your answer. In the next part it says show that BC square is equals to C plus D root 3, right? So for BC I'm going to apply law of cosine here because the value of AC we had find out it's 4 under root 3 minus 2. Alright. So now the working formula BC square equals to, it will be a square, that means 2 under root 3 plus 1 whole square, a square plus b square, it's 4 under root 3 minus 2, a square plus b square minus 2, a is what, it's 2 root 3 plus 1, b is what, it's 4 root 3 minus 2, and cos of angle that is equals to 30. Now we need to apply the property here, that is a plus b whole square, so that will be a square, that is 2 root 3 square plus 2ab, so it's 2 times 2 root 3 and 1 plus b square 1. Similarly I will apply the same identity here, so it will be a square, it's 4 root 3 whole square minus 2ab. So a is what, a is 4 root 3 and b is what, 2 plus b square and b is 2 square, right? So this expression is this one, right? And this bracket is this one, and after that I will move with this bracket. So now it will be equals to 2. If I multiply inside these two brackets, so it will be 2 times 4, 2 times 4 it's 8, 8 under root 3 it will be 3, right? So I have multiplied 2 root 3 into 4. Now I will multiply 2 root 3 times minus 2. So 2 2s are 4. So that will be minus 4 under root 3. Similarly, I will multiply 1 with 4 root 3. So 1 times 4 root 3 it will be 4 under root 3, and 1 minus 2 it will be minus 2. And the value of cos 30, it's root 3 divided by 2, right? So that is a multiplication. So first we need to simplify, so this 2 and this 2 simplifies, and now the equation will be, it will be 2 square, 4 and 4 times 3, it's 12 plus 4 under root 3 plus 1 plus 4 square, 16 3s are 48 minus 16 root 3 plus 4 minus, like. Now inside that bracket, if you observe that this 4 root 3 and 4 root 3 cancels, right? So the leftover part we have, it's 24 minus 2, and we have root 3 here, right? This one, this value of root 3. And now it is equals to 12 plus 1, 13, 13 plus 48 is 61 plus 4, 65. What I did, I add up all these numbers, so it will sum up to 65, right? Similarly, if I observe with the root 3, so 4 minus 16, it leads to minus 12 under root 3 minus, it will be 22 under root 3. And we can solve it further, so that will be 65 minus 22 and 12, it is equals to 34 under root 3, and that is equals to BC square. This is your answer. It's question number 9 from the topic vectors. It says in the diagram OP is 2B, OS is 3A, SR is B, PQ is A. The line OR and QS intersect at X, you can observe. Find OQ in terms of A and B. So that is quite simple. From O to Q, we can see that it's O to P and then P to Q. So O to P we have it's 2B, and P to Q it's A. So that is OQ. Alright. After that it says find QS. So it is again a simple one. From Q to O and O to S, you can easily observe from Q to S. So Q to O, it will be minus 2B minus A, the one we had find, it's OQ. So QO will be opposite direction, plus OS is 3A. So if you solve it, it will be minus 2B plus 2A, that is QS. In third part, it says that QX is equals to mu times QS, and QS we had find it's 2A minus 2B. We need to find OX here. So for OX, I can say that OX is equals to OQ plus QX, right? So OQ we had find in the first part, it's 2B plus A, and QX we had find out it's mu times 2A minus 2B. Alright, if I multiply with mu, so that will be 2B plus A plus 2A mu minus 2B mu. So we have A and A, so I will write down these two together. So it will be A plus 2A mu plus 2B minus 2B mu. And in this step I will take common, so that will be A, and inside the bracket it will be 1 plus 2 mu. Similarly I will take common B, and inside the bracket it will be 2 minus 2 mu. So that is your vector OX in terms of mu, A and B. In the D part it says that OX is equals to lambda times OR, right? And what is OR if you observe in your figure? So OR is basically O to S, that is 3A, and S to BR, that is B. So OR is 3A plus B. So that is the vector OX in terms of A, B and lambda. In part E it says find the value of lambda and of mu. So we had find OX in terms of lambda and mu in previous part. So now we need to equate the value of OX, right? So if I equate this one, so first I need to arrange, so it will be 3A lambda plus B lambda, alright? I need to compare these two. If I compare this A with this one, right? A and A, this one. So I'm using comparing method, right? So firstly I am comparing vector A. So it will be 1 plus 2 mu equals to 3 lambda. And again I'm using B as a comparison, so it's 2 minus 2 mu and lambda, right? So it's 2 minus 2 mu equals to lambda. Basically I have the value of lambda in terms of mu, and I will place the value of lambda here. So now it will be 1 plus 2 mu equals to 3, and lambda is what? 2 minus 2 mu. Now I need to simplify the equation, so that will be 6 minus 6 mu. And now I need to solve. 6 minus 1, 5, 2 plus 6 is equals to 8 mu, and mu equals to 5 divided by 8, right? With the value of mu I'm using here to find out the value of lambda. So it's 2 minus 2 mu is what? It's 5 over 8 equals to lambda. 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8, so 2 minus 5 over 4 equals to lambda. Taking LCM, 4, 8 minus 5 equals to lambda, and lambda equals to 8 minus 5, it's 3 divided by 4, and that is your answer. In part F we need to find the ratio of QX over XS. So in part C it is given that QX equals to mu times QS, right? So if I write in this way, that QX divided by QS is equals to mu, and the value of mu, it's 5 over 8, right? So in your figure you can observe that if QX is 5 units, right, then Q to S it is 8 units. So the leftover part of XS is basically 3 units, right? So we need to find out the value of QX over XS. So QX, if QX is 5, then XS is 3. So that is your answer. In part G it says find the value of OR upon OX. So in the previous part it is given that OX is equals to lambda times OR, alright? So I need to find out the value of OR upon OX. So if I shift lambda on the right side, so it will be OX upon lambda equals to OR, right? And I need to shift OX on the right side, so it will be OR upon OX equals to 1 upon lambda, right? And the value of lambda we have, it's 3 upon 4, so I can say that 1 divided by 3 upon 4 equals to OR divided by OX, and now it will be 4 upon 3 equals to OR divided by OX, and that is your answer. It's question number 10. It says that the number B of bacteria in a sample is given by B equals to P plus Q e to the power 2t. where P and Q are constant and T is time in weeks. Initially there are 500 bacteria, sorry. So initially means that when the time is 0, so the bacteria are 500, which increases to 600 when after 1 week, so that means time is 1. Alright. So the equation we have, it's B equals to P plus Q e to the power 2t. So I will use the first condition. It says that when time is 0 initially, so bacteria is 500. So that means B is 500 equals to P plus Q e to the power 2 times 0. So that will be equals to P plus Q. Anything with 0 power equals to 1. So that means it will be equals to 1, and that is my first equation. For second equation, again the equation is B equals to P plus Q e to the power 2t. In that condition it says that when T is equals to 1, the value of bacteria is 600. So now it will be 600 equals to P plus Q and E with the power 2. So that is my second equation. So I have two equations, I can solve them simultaneously. So second equation is 600 equals to P plus Q E square, and first equation is 500 equals to P plus Q. I will change the sign here, so minus, minus and minus. The benefit is P and minus P cancel, so 600 minus 500 equals to 100 equals to Q E square minus Q. Alright, so if I take Q common here, so that will be E square minus 1 equals to 100, or we can say that 100 divided by E square minus 1 equals to Q. You can solve it on your calculator, and that is equals to 15.7 equals to Q. That is my answer for Q. And for P, I can use any equation, so I'm now using equation number 1. That is P plus Q equals to 500. Q is 15.7, so the value of P is equals to 484.3. That is your answer. In your next part, it says that find the number of bacteria present after 2 weeks. So we have a equation B equals to P plus Q e to the power 2t, that is given, and we had find the value of P and Q. So it says after 2 weeks, that means the value of time is 2. So now it will be 484 plus 15.7 e to the power 2, and the value of time is 2. So we can solve it, and that is equals to 1338 number of bacteria, and that is your answer. In part C, it says that find the first week in which the number of bacteria is greater than 1 million. Alright, so the value of bacteria we have, it's 1 million. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equals to 484 plus 15.7 e to the power 2t. The value of t is unknown, so we need to find out. So firstly 156 minus 484 divided by 15.7 equals to e to the power 2t. When I simplify it, it will be 6366.44 equals to e to the power 2t. And for e, we need to apply ln on both sides. Alright, so the ln of this number, it's 11.06 equals to the power of the power can be come as a coefficient, so that will be 2t ln e, and we know that ln e equals to 1, so it's 2t equals to 11.06. when you divide it, so that will be equals to t is 5.5. Alright, so it says in the first week in which the number of bacteria is greater than, so t is 5.5. that means in the 6th week the number of bacteria increase to 1 million. Question number 11 from the topic trigonometry, we need to show that. So it's sine x, the value of 10x is equals to sine x upon cos x, that is 10x, divided by 1 minus cos x. Alright, so sine x into sine x, it leads to sine square x divided by cos x divided by 1 minus cos x. Alright, so sine square x equals to 1 minus cos square x divided by cos x, and this division I'm going to simplify in this form, divided by 1 minus cos x. Alright, so this one, it will be an identity of a square minus b square leads to a minus b and a plus b divided by cos x, and when you change the sign of division into multiplication, so that will be 1 divided by 1 minus cos x. Alright, so 1 minus cos x and 1 minus cos x cancel. So now the leftover part is 1 plus cos x divided by cos x. So now we can do the separation of LCM. So I can say that it is 1 divided by cos x plus cos x divided by cos x. So cos x upon cos x, it's 1, and 1 upon cos x, it's sec x. So you need to show that, and that is your answer. In part B, we need to solve this equation. The best way to solve the equation is you need to bring your question in terms of sine and cos. So what I will do the same. 5 tan x minus 3 cot x equals to 2 sec x. Alright, so tan x is what? Tan is sine x divided by cos x minus 3. Cot is what? Cot is cos x divided by sine x equals to 2. Sec x is 1 divided by cos x. Alright, and now I will do the simplification. So on the left side, I will take the LCM, and that is cos x and sine x. So it will be 5 sine square x minus 3 cos square x equals to 2 divided by cos x, right? So this cos x and cos x cancels. So in the numerator, it will be 5 sine square x minus 3 cos square x equals to 2, and this sine x, when you shift on the right side, it will be multiply. Now we have sine square x, cos square x, and sine x, so we need to bring my whole equation in one function. So what I will do, 5 sine square x minus 3 cos square x equals to 1 minus sine square x, with the property of sine square x plus cos square x equals to 1. So if you make cos square subject, so cos square x equals to 1 minus sine square x, and I have placed the same identity here, equals to 2 sine x. The benefit is now we have only one function, and that is sine x, right? So now it will be 5 sine square x minus 3 minus plus 3 sine square x, and when you shift 2 sine x on the left side, it will be minus 2 sine x equals to 0. Now 5 sine square x minus 3 sine square x, it will be 5 plus 3, it's 8 sine square x minus 2 sine x minus 3 equals to 0. Now we can start with the middle term. So it's 8 sine square x minus 6 sine x plus 4 sine x minus 3 equals to 0. We need to take common here, so that will be 2 sine x. Inside the bracket, it will be 4 sine x minus 3. Again, we need to take common in these two brackets, and that is simply 1. And inside the bracket, it's 4 sine x minus 3 equals to 0. Both of the brackets are same, so we need to take common here. So it's 4 sine x minus 3, and the leftover part is 2 sine x plus 1 equals to 0. Both brackets are multiplying and equals to 0, so we need to equate them to 0 one by one. So 4 sine x minus 3 equals to 0, and 2 sine x plus 1 equals to 0. So we need to solve. So this one, it's sine x equals to 3 divided by 4, and this one, it's sine x equals to minus 1 divided by 2. At first, we need to finalize the quadrants here. So since sine is positive here, sine is positive, that means theta is in the first quadrant or second quadrant. Sine is negative here, that means theta lies in the third quadrant or fourth quadrant. Now we need to find the value of alpha here. So alpha is what? Alpha is inverse of sine of 3 upon 4, and for this case alpha is sine inverse of 1 upon 2. Make sure that you are not considering the negative sign to find out the alpha, because negative sign is only for quadrant purpose, not for your base angle, right? So we need to find out the inverse of sine 3 upon 4, and that is equals to 48.6, and here we have alpha equals to 30, right? So when sine is positive, that means we need to move either in the first or in the second. So for the first quadrant, theta is equals to 48.6, and for the second it will be 180 minus 48.6. All right, so the final answers for this part, it will be 48.6 and 131.4. These are the values for theta when quadrant is for positive, right? For negative one, when we know that the values of theta in the third and fourth quadrant. So for the third quadrant, it will be theta equals to 180 plus 30, and for fourth quadrant, it's 360 minus 30. Alright, so 180 plus 30, it's 210, and 360 minus 30, it's 330. So the final answers we have, its theta is 48.6, 131.4, 210, and 330. These four are the final answers.